Welcome to our city! I'm the mayor, and my job is to lead our city and help all the citizens who live here. I can't wait to show you around and introduce you to some of the everyday heroes who make this city amazing. But first, would you like to see some of my favorite places?
Yes!
Great! The map will help us to see all the amazing places around our city. Let's take a look now. Okay, do you see the star on the map?
Yes!
The star on the map always tells us where we are. And right now, we're in the park. In our city, we also have a school and a hospital. Oh, and of course, my favorite donut shop. There are so many exciting things to see and do around our city, but the best part is the people you will meet. Hey, would you like to explore the city with me and meet some of the people who live and work here?
Yes!
Well, great! Before we hop on the bus and go exploring, you need to know our 2 city rules. Rule numero uno is to be kind. Let me see all of you hold up one finger and say, be kind.
Be kind.
That's it! You can be kind by staying quiet and listening while others are talking. If you can be kind by listening and staying quiet, let me hear you say, shh. Shh. Good job! Now, rule numero dos is to be safe. Let me see all of you hold up 2 fingers and say, be safe.
Be safe.
You got it! You can be safe by keeping your hands to yourself as we explore the city. Let's all clap, clap, clap. Put your hands in your lap. Ready? Clap, clap, clap. Put your hands in your lap. Perfecto! Now we're ready to explore the city. Today, we are going to visit one of our city's restaurants. Let's see if you can figure out which one of these everyday heroes we will meet there. Our first hero is a firefighter who helps to put out any fires in our city. Our second hero is a construction worker who helps to build lots of buildings around the city. And our third hero is a chef who cooks lots of yummy food for our citizens to enjoy. Which one of these heroes do you think we will see at the restaurant?
A chef.
That's right! A chef makes yummy food at a restaurant for citizens to enjoy. The city bus is here! Let's hop on and go meet one of the chefs who makes yummy food at the restaurant. Everyone, roll your arms around like the wheels on the bus and sing with me.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town, all through the town, all through the town.
Hello everyone, my name is Shane, and I'm the head chef of our city's busiest restaurant. My job is to create the yummiest food for our citizens. When I'm in the kitchen, I use different things that help our food taste yummy and stay safe for our guests. Like my hat that keeps any hair from getting into the food, and gloves that keep germs away. I also carefully use tools like knives to cut up all sorts of tasty things. But there's an invisible armor that I wear every day, and it's more powerful than anything in my kitchen. It's called the armor of God. My sharp knives are very helpful in the kitchen, but I can't do anything without the sword of the Spirit from God's armor. The Bible is the sword of the Spirit, and it's the most powerful weapon I can use when I'm tempted to do the wrong thing. Knowing what God says in the Bible helps me be more like Him and do what's right. There's a verse from the Bible that helps me remember to hold up the sword of the Spirit and put on all of God's armor every day. Let me hear you say it after me. Put on all of God's armor. Ephesians 6:11.
Ephesians 6:11.
That's it. The sword of the Spirit is one of my favorite pieces of God's armor. The sword of the Spirit is God's Word, the Bible. Would you like to hear a story from the Bible?
Yes.
Great. Let's all get ready for the story by clicking on our listening ears. Click, click. Now let's put on our special eyes. Zoop, zoop. Now you're ready. In the Bible, there's a true story about a time that Jesus, God's Son, used the sword of the Spirit. You see, Jesus went into the desert and stayed there 40 days and 40 nights. While he was there, he didn't eat any food, so he was hungry. Friends, let me see you rub your tummies like you're hungry. That's it. While Jesus was in the desert, his enemy, the devil, showed up. The devil tried to trick Jesus into doing a lot of wrong things. But Jesus held up the sword of the Spirit, God's word, and it helped him tell the devil, no! Let's all cheer for Jesus holding up the sword of the Spirit. Woo! Great job! The devil took Jesus to a very high mountain so they could see all the cities below. The devil promised Jesus that all of this could be his if he would love and worship him instead of God. Jesus held up the sword of the Spirit to remember how God's word says that we should love and worship God and no one else. So Jesus told his enemy to go away. Let's all shout, go away! Go away! Yes! Jesus was able to beat his enemy, the devil, by holding up the sword of the Spirit. Every time we put on God's armor, we have the power to be an everyday hero. When we know what God says in the Bible, we know what is right and true, and we can use it like a sword to beat the enemy. If you will hold up the sword of the Spirit, let me hear you say this after me. Hold up.
Hold up
The sword of the Spirit.
the sword of the Spirit.
You've got it. When you put on all of God's armor and pray, you'll be strong enough to stand up to any evil that comes your way.
Gracias! Thanks, Chef Shane! I'm so glad that we got to visit the restaurant today and that you all got to meet Chef Shane. He taught us that we can hold up the sword of the Spirit to remember the true things that God says in the Bible and use them to defend ourselves against any tricks of the enemy. Oh, look! The city bus is here to take us back to the park. This time, let's play a game on the bus as we head back. Let's play I Spy with the clouds. Listen carefully as I tell you what to look for. Okay, here we go. I spy with my little eye a cloud that looks like a cat. When you see it, stomp your feet. Great job! Let's find another one. I spy with my little eye a cloud that looks like a duck. When you see it, clap your hands. You found it! Let's find one more. I spy with my little eye a cloud that looks like a turtle. When you see it, wave your hands up high in the air. You did it! That was so much fun! Wow, we made it back to the park in no time at all playing that fun game. Boys and girls, do you hear that?
Yes.
That sound means that someone needs our help. Would you all like to help?
Yes.
Great, let's check in and see who it is. It looks like Zoe needs our help today. Zoe wants to climb up the slide, but she sees a sign that says, "Do not climb up the slide." Boys and girls, does Zoe look happy or confused?
Confused.
You're right. Zoe is confused because she really wants to climb up the slide, but she doesn't want to break the park rules. But wait, Chef Shane told us a story from the Bible about a time when the devil tried to trick Jesus into doing wrong things. But Jesus used something to help him do right things instead. Boys and girls, did Jesus use God's food or God's word to help him?
God's word.
You got it! Jesus held up the sword of the Spirit, God's word, to help him do the right thing and beat his enemy, the devil. Do you think that Zoe should use the sword of the Spirit to help her to do what is right?
Yes.
Of course! If Zoe holds up the sword of the Spirit, It will help her remember that God says the right thing to do is obey the rules, and Zoe needs to remember that. It looks like Zoe has most of God's armor on, but she's missing one important piece. Which piece of God's armor is Zoe missing? The sword of the Spirit or the good news boots?
The sword of the Spirit.
That's it! Zoe needs her sword of the Spirit to know what is right and true, and then use it like a sword to beat the temptation to do wrong things. I think we need to remind Zoe to hold up the sword of the Spirit. Let's all tell her together. Say this after me. Hold up
Hold up
the sword of the Spirit.
the sword of the Spirit.
Look at that! Zoe is holding up the sword of the Spirit. And now she's an everyday hero, just like Chef Shane. God's armor will help Zoe to be strong and do what is right. Gracias! Thank you so much for all of your help with Zoe today. God's armor helps us all to stand strong and not give up when things seem too hard to do. As you leave our city today, remember to hold up the sword of the Spirit. Let me hear you say this after me one more time. Hold up
Hold up
the sword of the Spirit.
the sword of the Spirit.
You got it! It's time for me to go, but I can't wait to see you again soon. Adios! Bye-bye!